right, hey, what's going on to you, Aquarius? So you have the Fool, okay? You have the Hierophant, the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the World, the Seven of Pentacles, Five of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Six of Swords, and you have the Nine of Swords. So for you, Aquarius, wow, there's definitely a sense of you, Aquarii, definitely having way more freedom and free time on your hands to do any of the things that you want to do. The Fool, the Hierophant, a lot of you Aquarius have definitely let go of people that are essentially, they would hold you back. I definitely see that you Aquarius are not dealing with people that would, in all intents and purposes, get in your way, make you feel bad about yourself, get you to second guess yourself. I definitely see a lot of you Aquarius just kind of understanding what it is that you can control, right? And that you Aquarius are thinking to yourselves that you've been a little bit too much like the, you've been a little bit too much trying to accept other people's responsibilities, right? And you take it on a little bit too much. You put that on your shoulders a little bit too much. And now a lot of you Aquarius understand that certain things are not necessarily your responsibility. So I definitely see that because a lot of you Aquarius understand that certain things are not your responsibility, right? The Fool, it's freed you up to be able to do the things that you really want to do. You have way more free time on your hands. Maybe some of you Aquarius may have gotten rid of the person that you were talking to. Maybe you're already in a relationship and this relationship helps you free up your time, right? To where you don't feel like it's constantly, time is just ripping and running away, or you don't feel like now that you're in a relationship, it throws you off your game, right? It throws you off your focus and your determination just in life. The Eight of Pentacles represents, and because you found this new level of freedom, this new level of mental clarity, right? Your energy has been going through the roof because now you Aquarius are free to pretty much become more focused on your own goals, right? Aquarius rules over the 11th house. The 11th house represents long-term goals, right? Long-term dreams, and actually being able to fulfill those long-term dreams, right? Things that, very few people in the world actually accomplish. A lot of people say that they want to accomplish those things, but in actuality, they don't actually get a chance to really accomplish those things long term. So the Six of Cups represents how, and just when it is that things are starting to go right, you have the Six of Cups, right? It's very ironic. Now, all of a sudden, now that you have more drive, you Aquarius could be with the person that you with, right? The Hierophant, you could already be in a starting or a relationship startup. You're not necessarily in a long-term relationship with somebody, but you are getting to know them. Things are looking very good between the two of you. And now that you doing that, the Six of Cups, you have this person that's trying to reach out, ironically, around the same time. Now that a lot of you Aquarius are starting to go up, you're starting to peak. And I'll say that, there is no limitations to how good things can become, but at the same time, you do need to have, difficulties so that you can elevate higher than you were in your life prior to. And this is most definitely one of those moments. This, like I said, the Six of Cups is all about how somebody's kind of trying to do a reach back. They're trying to reach back out to you, right? They're trying to see, how are you? What are you on? How are you doing? Is everything okay with you? But the problem is, everything is too late for them to do that because you're not with these people. You're with somebody else or single, right? And things are going well for you, right? The world now represents how a lot of you Aquarius, you know, they don't know a whole lot. You know, the idea is for you to not tell them a whole lot, because you don't want to tell someone that you're not necessarily sure you can trust all your business. And you know you can't trust them because the two of you broke up. So, I mean, I'm not saying that you have to be incredibly harsh with the people that you are not going to be in a relationship with, but it does not mean that you should be telling them all your business of how great your life is anyway. So when a person asks if you're doing okay, just give them one word answers, or give them very short answers if it's not one word, right? Nothing too specific. The Seven of Pentacles represents, well, this person is hoping to fix the relationship between yourself and them, because they most definitely want to make the relationship better. Right? The Five of Cups. Here they are. They feel very guilty because they're unable to, right? They were unable to tell you just how much they wanted to fix the relationship when the two of you was not talking, right? So now they finally get their chance to speak to you. And maybe some of you may write to them back, right? Hit them up. Maybe some of you may not say anything to them, and that'll be it. They'll just keep sending these text messages, or they'll keep trying to reach out, but they don't actually get a response. And the thing is that the Five of Wands is about how, again, they feel bad. They want to fix it. They feel bad for how the relationship between you and them ended. And they know how it ended. It probably ended with them not understanding what you Aquarius, the bigger picture that you Aquarius were trying to show them. And they were so caught up with their emotional baggage, they just couldn't be able to get out of their own way because they were just too caught up. So the Six of Swords now is about how, since this is the case, some of you Aquarius may let these people know, right, that you've already gotten somebody, right? The Six of Swords, someone has come in, and they could have been in this spot if they knew how to act right, but they didn't. So now if you Aquarius get a chance to talk to them, maybe I see some of you Aquarius, not maybe, but I see some of you Aquarius really letting them know, some of you letting them know that you're in a new relationship, and it's new, but you're not necessarily telling them who and where and what, how y'all met. You're just telling them that you're taken, right? You've already got somebody. And the Nine of Swords represents them. They're pretty much going to be like crying themselves to sleep, right? For some of them. Some of them is going to be really looking up at the ceiling, right, when they go to lay down, and thinking to themselves, have they missed the boat? Did they miss an opportunity? And the answer is more than likely they did, right? For good. But this point in time, absolutely they did. But more than likely for good, yes, they did. Because they should have been with you if they felt like that. But, you know, for whatever reason, the two of you broke up in particular. Okay, so let's clarify the Five of Cups. Matter of fact, let's clarify the Five of Wands. Why exactly did the two of you actually break up? And then you have the Magician, the Eight of Swords, you have the Sun, and then you have the Star. Right. This is a situation, right, for you where more so really for them, these two first cards, right? They were thinking about it for a while, about how it is that they should say sorry. But when they were all up in your face, they didn't have enough decency to tell you that they apologize. So now they had that long time for them to actually sit and think about the stupid stuff that they were doing. Now they have a better understanding that they better apologize, because they just ruined their life, not by not being with you and by telling you that they don't want you around, or by the two of you breaking up in the first place. So the Sun and the Star card is about how, again, they really want to make this relationship work, right? After the breakup between you and them. And that, they really do wish that you can pretty much brighten up their day. So, I mean, you've got some serious power right around now, Aquarius. A lot of people really are counting on you to kind of come back to them and be in a relationship. But at the same time, you, Aquarius, have to really do what's right for you. And if you know that not going back to this relationship is right for you, then by all means, don't go back to them. Because it's, you know, some of you are going to already be in a relationship. Some of you are going to be single, but you're still not going to go back to that. Even the single Aquarius, I don't suggest that you should go back to this. I don't suggest that you should. So let's clarify the Six of Swords, right? Yeah, the Hierophant also represents too. This is something that I just thought of. The Hierophant represents to trust your gut. If you know, if for the single Aquarius, for all of you Aquarius, because people cheat, right? And I'm not saying that you Aquarius cheat, but I'm saying that trust your gut. That's what the Hierophant is representing. Trust your gut. If you know that you've been in this certain situation before, right, where, you know, it's about choices, right? Whether you cheated or you got cheated on, don't make the same mistake that happened to you, where even if someone cheated on you and you never cheated, right? Don't make the same mistake that they did of now all of a sudden you start cheating, right? If a person cheats on you, if a person, for instance, goes with somebody else, like I said, cheating, that it means that you should probably leave their life, right? But don't start leading by examples with all of the terrible examples, you know? So to clarify the Six of Swords, you have the Page of Cups, the Two of Swords, then you have the Two of Pentacles, and then you have the Four of Wands. So to clarify the Six of Swords, the Page of Cups, right? The Page of Cups and the Two of Swords is about you, Aquarius. They're caught up in a very they're caught up in a strong delusion, right? They think that the relationship between yourself and them was better off and more enjoyable than what it actually was, right? The Page of Cups represents their delusion, right? Of them thinking, right? The delusion that they're on. And the Two of Swords represents the delusion of what they thought. They thought that the two of you were just playing, right? And that this power struggle, this stupid back and forth, right? These games that are being played, right? This idea that, you know, you don't get three people, you know, as spare lives, but people think that this is some sort of game or whatever the case may be, right? And that you need to level up, you know, all these video game terms, because I'm a gamer, all these video game terms. You have to understand that when you see someone who is delusional like this, because they're very delusional, they're showing you why it is that you, Aquarius, should not be taking them back. Because even though they're coming back, they really don't want to accept the fact of why it is that you, Aquarius, stopped talking to them in the first place. You stopped talking to them for that very same reason. They're delusional. They have this idea that everything that the two of you were doing, right? They're trying to create this world where everything what the two of you were doing, it was for a power struggle, and it was for the fate of how relationships play out today. And it's like, just because a lot of relationships play out dysfunctionally does not mean that that's actually natural or organic or the way that things should be playing out. You know what I mean? You know, two people should not be going back and forth at each other that claim to be in a relationship. That's just dysfunction at its finest. So the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Wands is about you, Aquarius. First and foremost, they're trying to make it seem like if the two of you were to get back together again, that it would pretty much be happily ever after, right? The Four of Wands. It would be happily ever after. And they're telling you, right, the Two of Pentacles, they're telling you to think about it. But a lot of you Aquarius are thinking about how you're going to excommunicate this person? Are you going to just stop talking to them and let them get as crazy as they want through text messages and stuff like this, or DMs or whatever, right? Very rarely will they actually come to your residence. They will, but very rarely will they. Or, right, if you should remain radio silent, or if you should tell them no. I would honestly suggest for you to just remain radio silent, because people who are delusional like that, there's no value in trying to talk to people, because it's going to be a fight no matter what you do, honestly. Even when you, Aquarius, are trying to do the right thing, and you're trying to go above and beyond to do the right thing. People who are delusional like that, who want to argue, they are bent on arguing. That's what it is that they do. They can turn anything into an argument. So there's no real point in you trying to make matters better and leaving the relationship or the situation, right? Not relationship, by you leaving the interaction that you and this person is having on peaceful terms. The relationship that the two of you once had, right? For that. It didn't work out. And they have to face that kind of fact. But that's pretty much it. Peace.